Hello friends, I'm back again with another video about our letter formations. Remember that song that helps you as you're writing to always, always, always remember to start at the top. It says, where do you start your letters? At the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. If you want to start a letter, then you better start the letter at the top. So today we're going to do lowercase letters and we're going to start them at the top. Remember your grip, we can do 3 or 4. And remember to have that writing utensil laying back on your hand like the sleepy old man that I talked about in the capital letter video. We're going to start with the letter A. A lives downstairs, the lowercase a. We start at the dotted line. The top would be the dotted line for this. We go in a circle, and then we make a little line right next to it. Make sure it's touching. Remember, we have the upstairs, the downstairs, and the basement. Lowercase b lives upstairs and downstairs. We start at the top. We do a frog hop up to the dotted line, and we curve around in a circle. Lowercase c lives downstairs, almost like a little circle, but we don't connect it. Lowercase d, we're going to start at the top, come down to the baseline, then we're going to the dotted line, and we're going around in a circle again. B and D are on opposite sides. It's super, super tricky. But remember, we can make a bed like this with our hands. B is the front of the bed, D is the end of the bed. That's a good way to remember. All right, letter E starts at the top, but a little bit below because we're going to make that sideways line first and then curve around, touch the baseline and stop. Don't connect. F is like a fish hook. Start at the top, curve around and down to the baseline, hop up to the dotted line and make your little line in the middle. You start at the top of the dotted line for a G, make a circle, and then we start at the top again and come down and make a hook. G is our first letter that lives downstairs and in the basement. H lives upstairs and downstairs with the tall line, and then we hop to the dotted line to make a little curve pointing down for the H. I starts at the dotted line. We come down to the baseline, we hop up and make the dot. That is the lowercase I. We have the uppercase I there to remember that if I is by itself a sight word, we always capitalize it. The lowercase j lives downstairs and in the basement. Another hook. We hop back up and put that dot. K lives upstairs and downstairs. Hop back up to the dotted line to make your sideways little lines. L lives upstairs and downstairs, one big line. M lives downstairs. We make a little line, we hop up, we curve, we hop back up, and curve again. That's the lowercase m. N starts at the dotted line at the top. We hop back up to the top and curve around down to the baseline. O starts at the top and comes all the way around like a circle. P lives downstairs and in the basement. We do that frog hop back up to the dotted line and curve around. Q lives downstairs in the basement as well. We're going to make that long line, hop back up and do the frog jump to make the circle. You can make that little stick there on the Q if you want, but you can also just do it the way I did. R lives in the downstairs. We start at the dotted line, go down, do a frog hop, come back up. S lives downstairs, just that swiggly little snake. T lives a little bit upstairs and downstairs. We don't go all the way to the top line for a lowercase t. We just start kind of in the middle of the upstairs, and then we cross at the dotted line. U lives downstairs. We start at the dotted line, curve, and go right back up to the dotted line, and then down. V is also in the downstairs. We go down and back up, make sure it's a point. W, like those two V's, make sure you have your points. X is in the downstairs. Y lives downstairs and in the basement. We start at the dotted line, go to the baseline, do a frog hop, back up, start at the dotted line and go all the way into the basement. Z lives downstairs. We go sideways, a diagonal line, and sideways. That is the lowercase c. Remember that you can use these throughout the year if you need some extra practice writing your letters, or as we learn each one, use this to help you remember how to form each letter. Bye-bye, friends.